It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are inside of the very spacious Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Indianapolis Colts. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
Heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. 57's the mic. 57's
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
double time. Everyone's got 4 down.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Now Foles. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. He's got the first down and more. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. Here's Foles. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 57.
On second down, it's Taylor. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Foles. And a little floater there is incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Foles. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. T.J. Edwards, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. They'll set up to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. They'll get it across the 35. It'll be 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Hurts throw taken in by Watkins here. It'll be a gain of 5, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a fourth down.
Here's Aaron Siposs now.
And this one hits at the one, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on fourth down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a fourth down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. They got to get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman.
And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw.
Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Back to throw again. And he will not be able to get away as Foles is taken down.
Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Foles.
He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But third down coming up.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Now back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
Some penetration here. Let's get in some penetration. 43 is the mic. 43 is the mic.
They're going to try and throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And, boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
2nd down, back to Sanders.
And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Well, I think the effort was there, but sometimes the defense is just a little bit better. No gain on the quarterback sneak. No place to go.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty, but when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. A.J. Brown taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Eagles post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up, and they gave the touchdown that was just given up.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the gun, it's Taylor. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the 1st half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
Go time, baby.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays, but you also have to have good feel as well because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get to the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They're certainly in need of some kind of points here before the end of the half. A field goal or something being shut out right now. They could really use some momentum before they head into halftime. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the 1st half.
This time they stay on the ground. And they will bottle him up behind the line. And now will they use a timeout? And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. He'll buy some time right. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. The 40. The 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. They'll turn to Sanders, and he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. A break there for this offense as they will get a chance to start at the 40-yard line. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
To throw again on 2nd down, Foles. And that's caught left side by Mo Alley-Cox. And he's got this down to the 35. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball, then limit that gain.
Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
On 2nd and a yard, Foles. Slant pass hauled in by Campbell. And the Colts are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Vic! 57's Mike. Mike
He'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Got a man, it's Pittman, and he holds it in for the Colts touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Colts are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Throwing on second and long. Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here's Hurts to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Brandon Facyson. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the fourth.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
Gotta do better.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll drop this down to Taylor. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. But correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
Check, 43.
Taylor is going to take this one in for a Colts touchdown. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. Another run with Sanders. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Here we go. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Let's go.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Watch the screen.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders, and they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the 1st down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
Hurts connecting there with Brown for the Eagles first.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And another timeout taken by the Colts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
2nd down, back to Sanders.
And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 3rd down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7. Now a timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
Throwing is Hurts.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Yannick Ngakoue coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th.
Well, they got a takeaway on the last drive with an interception. How about this sack as a terrific follow-up? And that keeps pressure on this offense, and it could force them into more rushed decisions or another turnover.
And for the visitors, it is going to be a happy flight home. It is always such a treat, Charles, in the NFL when you can go on the road and get a victory, and that's exactly what they accomplished here today.
The trip home so much sweeter, isn't it? All the noise they heard before, how tough it is to win on the road, how tough it is to play in this stadium, how hyped up that crowd's going to be. They just used it as fuel, came in full of confidence, believed in themselves, and got it done.